I already feel like, nah, that's not it, man. It's not the way to go at all. Bragging and saying, yo, I got the baddest shit. Nah, bro, they don't matter. And that'll entice them to get your chick, and they will do it. I've been through that.
Irregardless of whatever happens, Bulela, my great friend and best friend, mandingathi even best friend, manditi a great brother to me, always reminded me that network yako is always around where you are. Impumelelo yako will always lie in the people that are around you, but it takes great awareness and most importantly attention that you need to bring. I have a young and upcoming rapper here. He goes by the name of BLUUD. He has shown enthusiasm and also he has shown a lot of gratitude. And the mere fact that he gets to be in my company, ndifumane ithuba nam to acknowledge his presence because this is a concrete jungle. And it's better that sincedane. And I've always emphasized this even on my first interview, Kubongo, about how I need to rewire this culture of men helping one another instead of trying to challenge one another. So when I build an environment that is gonna promote self-sufficiency and also transparency, one of the most important things is for us to be compassionate. Compassionate entails ukuthi ukwazi uzibeka in another person's shoe. So when I bring you into my spectrum, I am giving you something. It's totally up to you if you want to eat it or not. But this for me must also be a lesson to others that learn not to judge. First observe. That is what Ikhutmanyam always taught me. That if you can take time, ukuthathe inyathelo back and observe, ujongba who are the players, izinto zihamba njani, then you are gonna see how the movement moves. So Sungs, I love the fact that uzbeke in these shoes. Yeva? This is a reminder. You have something to show the world, and I'm giving you full opportunity to do that. Because singabantu, we judge ourselves and one another too much because asazi nix, and little information is dangerous, bruh.
Yeah.
That's one thing you must be mindful of. Then you can make very careless and dangerous moves. So let me not take this away from you. Get into more detail about who you are, because you are a very interesting human being, and every opportunity I do get to sit with you now, I get to see, okay, this is how things are also working. And it's important that ukubone na umhlaba from another person's view, because a person sees what they want to see. And give yourself opportunity. This dude, there's something interesting about him. It's like every time I have something that I can learn from him. But like I said, in the Itani shared experience, bro. So get into grips uba ongubani, and also what are your aspirations as a person?
My name is Sungula Sitetyana. Like, that's my government name. I formally go as BLUUD, you know. I've been rapping for years now, I should say. Like, I started recording like probably 6 years ago, and I'm still young. I'm still like 20. So like, as I've been rapping, I've been realizing about life as it went. Like, after I became older, it was like, nah, you can't just do this rap thing, you know. I gotta better myself. I gotta improve on myself. That was my thoughts, that I had to get in and go hard quick, because after I got out of high school, life hit fast. I realized that I was a black person, a real black person in this world. Nobody's out there to help you, man. You know, I'm not trying to say that to scare people, but like, you know, but that's what it is, you know, that's life. That's why you gotta be innovative. That's why you gotta do whatever you gotta do to get it. Every day is important. Never count out in your days. And yeah, I've been busy with a lot of things now outside of rap, and I haven't been focusing on rap like that. I haven't been in the studio for like a year now, honestly. And I'm trying to be true on it. I'm not trying to sugarcoat or hide anything, you know. I'll speak the truth, man. But I've been doing a lot of writing and freestyling because I know that I'm going to be back on it when my grind is right, you know. Because at the end of the day, the song was Sungula Sitetyana, bro. As bonus under there's two conflicts already. There's me, Sungula Sitetyana, and there's BLUUD. You know, BLUUD is like, I would say, is like my alter ego. It's the guy that I feel, the creative me. Everything I put on, everything I do, I add BLUUD to the mix when it comes to creativity. Because I know that that's my creative spark, you know?
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Can you also, as time goes, I will ask you to go deeper into ezinye izinto. I appreciate the fact that you are still trying to find yourself. And yeah. Songs, I'm very inspired by Butle and the mere fact that he has taken the power into his own hands. And he's a reminder of the person that I was at one point, that you need to uzithande first of all, and you don't love yourself unless you know yourself.
Facts. Yeah, you need to know yourself. That's true.
And uzifumana emandleni yozicompromise in most times because as people we fail to do the work. So the first thing when andifuna like ungene kuyo your love for music, man. I do understand that ngoku we live in such dangerous times.
Now that the recession's happening, it's crazy. People don't even see that, man. It's tough out.
No, never mind as it was external.
External. Oh, the internal.
Yeah, I'm more about the internal.
Internal.
Tell me about the struggles that you have faced through, because remember, you were a teenager at one point.
Yeah.
You went through ezinye izinto, even through like your childhood.
Yeah.
Because there's a reason why you are this person you are namhlanje.
Very true.
And I'm not even afraid of saying, but there's a reason why you walk through that journey as a person. Yeah, but there's a reason why not having an absent father can be used to your advantage. Yeah, because there's many things you don't learn. Yeah, but when the father is there. But there's many forms of presence, man, we can talk about.
Yeah, you can get your teacher that you had that inspired you, because even teachers back in the day, man, like teachers were actually very important. When it comes to like being in the real world, like you always take what they said to you at heart. Like at first, like think about it when you were a teenager. When you were a teenager, you were like, ma'am, sir. Stuff like that, like being ignorant and not really thinking about what they're saying. But now you remember those times, you be like, damn, man, they were looking out for me. And it's nice to have people like that out there, you know? It's just nice, man, because like you need people like that, man, you know? People that'll give you that extra arm, man, you know?
I do understand that. It might seem misty.
Yeah, it might seem like they're hard on you, like that.
But songs of it, you have to use Denduna and Goku to your advantage, yeah, because what I see that's lacking in us and as young people is we don't have that thing, man. That resilience, man. The boys are you color at the bottom. I do understand Singabanya we had an advantage. And I'm not taking away from the fact that Abanye had both parents into their lives and so on. But how about yonke into see hlanganise ne consciousness as a nation? Because I think the black person goyena mntu okhunjuzwa less about learning about who they are, because our history is just entangled with pain.
Yeah.
So much that we are told a narrative that instead of strengthening us, it's crushing us.
Yeah. We have to deal with all that pain too. The pain that we shove away. We always shove it away. You know, because we always like, it is what it is. It's what we were born into, basically. What our parents were born, what our you see, even our ancestors were deep in the mix with their own matrix agenda that they were living in. Because we won't truly know. We might know the history and research, but you know, like,
do you know, but we are in the most powerful position ever as people.
Yeah, I know that.
You know why in this age?
Why?
It's because we choose what we believe. Remember, City Abba, who are going to be in the next chambers, we are going to be just discussing the next status quo, the next form of governance. Because what plenty of us refuse to talk about is capitalism is not doing as good. Capitalism is only made for the selected few, and then the rest bona.
Cheers. But nah, do you know the crazy part is we must are a democratic country, but we run like we.
Whoa! Before we talk about these beautiful words, define democracy. When in your way, as a young person, democracy. What does it mean to you?
To me, I feel like I don't know the definition of democracy, but like in my understanding, yeah.
When you hear democracy, what's the picture that comes into mind?
There's still a hierarchy. There's still that you know, that triangle with the tip being the top people. And then poverty, as the triangle goes in, the last bar is that poverty. There's a majority of people going through it, and there's only a small percentage of people with it. Imagine what's the percentage of multi-millionaires in South Africa? It's probably low as hell if you think about it, because there's a lot of poor people, man.
So
a whole lot.
Ngokva kwam, you're saying that the few are controlling the many.
Yes.
We
Yes.
on that now. We on that. How has that affected how you see the world, Zikengo? Because I do understand that you say we live in a democratic society, but would you say as a young black person, are you reaping rewards of that democracy?
I'm trying to figure out ways in which to reap what's happening in our country, because there are opportunities out there, but you just gotta seek out for them. You can't stop. You gotta search for every possible way, because there are stuff out there. It's just that when you're situated in a certain area and you don't really go out to other places a lot, you get blinded about what's going on out there. There's a lot going, even in your city. There's a whole lot of things going in your city.
As much as there might be izinto that are in turmoil, there's also some order.
There's a whole lot of businesses.
It depends on kuwe kuba wena ngeyiphi iview oyijongileyo.
Yeah, you need your view.
Are you looking at the lack or the abundance? Tell me about the Cape Town music scene. You're an upcoming rapper, and soon as an upcoming rapper, that's the only thing you see yourself as. Because utala nithetha nge-monopoly that I'm trying to build out here. And making sure that wonke umuntu comes with the CEO mindset.
You know that and now I might sound controversial, and that might really sound controversial when I say
it's
this.
your opinion, man. Speak.
I don't really see myself as a rapper. I don't see myself as a rapper. When I do music, I don't do it to like be the best or to brag or boast. I just do it because I love it. And nowadays I've been freestyling way more. I've been telling myself now I'm gonna put on that beat, record myself in a video, and record that rap, whatever I'm saying, even if it sounds stupid. I put that thing on YouTube. I've been posting a lot of videos on YouTube lately, and I've been networking with people overseas about that. I've been talking to a lot of people.
Do that.
People with big channels.
And how is that also impacted with the relationships you had? Because probably some people in your inner circle must be like, what are you on, Goku? You're no longer that person. Because I understand even that transition from boyhood to manhood. A lot of us don't understand, but in life there are seasons for yonke into. And stage is sakasizufana nesam wena songs. That's the other thing that we fail to see. Is that maybe mhlamba I need to plow even more because my time might come.
Yes.
So see yourself mhlamba kule situation where you are digging for gold and you are told it's in this area, it's like in my house now, and you're given all the equipment, but drill it in uzoyifumani lapha ngaphakathi. Uncame wena ushiye lo material up
and then leave it. And
then someone comes
takes that gold.
No, it's not about taking. That person drills 2% in. You put in the 98%. Look at the work that you are putting in and the expectations that Tina Feuds says we're fooling ourselves ngamanye amaxesha. And siyalibala we all have to be beginner at something at one stage.
Yes.
To be a good reader, you need to read. To be a good rapper, you need to rap.
Yes.
But when your predication is more on I'm the best at this, but dololo msebenzi. Like, guys, no, man, that should come from other people, not from us. I can use that as means you're about to direct myself, but I must not predicate that on Amandla Ako because I know my shit is dope.
Yeah.
It's gonna be based on the energy. What energy am I sending out? So we come to the ring defeated. With your head down, and you come to these people wanna pitch into yako, and look at the energy, look at the emphasis that I'm putting onto this.
And you know, Tati, the point that you're making, it's making me realize about the rap game. Like the rap game is like that, where it's all about competition. Yo, nigga, I'm better than you. All that shit. I separated myself. I'm not connected with no rappers and nobody. I'm on my own doing this shit, connecting with internet people. I am not involved in anything. I don't want to collaborate with people anymore because I find it's like there's no point, because when you want to move up, they delay you, man. And that's been happening to me for years. I'm not gonna mention no names. Yeah. I'm not gonna mention no names.
I understand if it's about the journey that you need to walk now. It's only going to require when you need to go through the fire now.
I need to go through all that pain and that grit and that grind alone. So when I make it, I know niggas gonna hit me up and shit. And I'm not gonna be that better person that's not gonna be like, I'm not gonna help them. I'm gonna try to help them, because that's how life is. You gotta help each other with the same race. You don't even see it like that. Like,
get on that energy, get on that energy, because now if you are going to be expected. I do understand that getting through the door is one thing, but how about build a solidification? We work so much on getting ourselves through the door, through the finish line, through that we scrape, slibal, but hey, there's even a bigger challenge that's way ahead of us, and failure and attracting new experiences, new mindset, new everything. Siyalibalba, we're in a space of creativity now. Where we are with the big boys. So we need to play our part. So some of us, we have to remind ourselves about no one else is going to do it for us. We're going to have to do it ourselves. But losing people is part of the process. But we are too afraid of losing people that are not afraid of losing us.
Yo, that is very true.
Look at that pain that we choose to endure as ourselves. Kandiwena, if you had built up a mental stability as a person, wake wazijonge experiences zakho and look at what energy am I sending out? What are people turning into because of me? What can I correct about me? I do understand that you can place emphasis on criticizing the next person, but at the end of the day, you have 100% control over you only. So I'm trying to make sure that there are certain rooms where your energy is required, where you're gonna replenish and grow, because you know, I know what I'm getting when I get there. So make a hyperbolic chamber. You fan of Dragon Ball Z? I love anime.
Yes.
Shout out to Pongolwetu, Maholwana, first episode. I love you, man. Continue igniting this world with your art, Joe. I'll always continue doing my part. You're a huge inspiration. One of the reasons why I kind of got on the saddle. And he's a sunflower. We meet other people through other people through other people, and we understand that success does not belong to us. It's for rent. The rent is due every day. They participate every day. I'm laying a brick a day.
Never be comfortable. Never be comfortable every day. You got it. Yo, I don't want to say much. I'ma just keep it at day. But yeah, man, it's on rent. That's all I'm gonna say. It's on rent. That's who said that? That's a lie. Whoa, that's very.
You see what we become because of other people, Feuds. So sutelela anybody. You do not know about who is gonna teach you anything, Feuds. Respect everybody, and manje wazawudala wasixelela hlonipha uyihlo nonyoko uzinsuku zandezweni. It's on the Bible. Basic instructions
about how to maintain relationships, but people, it's very tough. But see, man, I know a lot of toxic people, man. That's what's crazy.
Talk me about those toxic situations, because I think as men, us embrace it too much as a situation that we got to shrug off. Because look at what company you are in now. Look at the level of awareness now you are starting to bring to yourself, because now you are seeing living out their true self, their true great being. And trust me, you have all that you need, because what fools us most of the time is you think you need more. No, you don't need that Benz to be relevant.
You're putting yourself in debt, man.
Think about it.
You're gonna put yourself in debt, bro. You're not there yet to trying to impress people. No, man.
So it's a struggle, Feuds. with even social media because it's entangled with it.
I have huge struggles with social media, man. It's crazy. You have to think why you have to think what I want to post. Like, I be thinking, damn, I can't post this. Like, I be having those type of thoughts when I want to post some other shit. I'm like, why do I be having those thoughts in the first place? Where does it come? I've always had that for years. Now I'll be fighting. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? I don't post anything I want to post. I want to be on that wave. Like, I don't care who the hell you are. Yeah, I'm going to do what I want to do, man.
But be careful, Feuds. Phela kumhlaba we are being watched, dog.
I know.
Just go posting. Post of it.
You gonna get...
Are you still good with your brothers now?
What
like have you expanded on how you gonna take things to the next level? Because abanye abantu fethu, you kinda need to also like check bases and see, but okay, are they still on that settle? If they still on, and then you still venture forward, because funihambile le train phambili and the train I reverse the train is bad.
And what you talked about working with people, I actually had that.
Zingabi even inikazi ozaziyo ngoku, like that, you know, mhlambi uyazidibana na no aba busy ngoku umculo, like you the Lucas, the Bushes and all of them, because I don't want
this is nigga Stone. That guy, he's hard, man. He's hard. That guy Stone. This guy called Stone. Nah, he was our homie. I haven't seen him since last year though, but he was like a nigga I used to chill with.
But I will encourage you to maintain those kind of relationships. If you're the people that you see dope, how are you gonna become the best if you're not around the best?
Nah, for real.
Like even is he call your Feuds, and I don't mind him now. Even ubenala mindset about know where these artists zifumaneka p when they're touring and so on, because there's irrelevant information that and we know it by the back of our head, because she choose la way, like so your responsibility yakho, because it's an imprint.
But the T, hold up. Some relationships fall so flat sometimes, and you don't understand why.
Communication looks bad.
There's lack of communication with a whole lot of people. Lack of communication. That is a very good thing. A bad thing. You need communication. That's what I meant as a good thing. You need to communicate with the people you're trying to build with. But those people don't want to build with you. Those people, man, I be saying a lot now. Yo.
Because I can see about you fussing about the wrong things. Like, your mind is not supposed to be who wants to build with you. You are gonna build. You are a builder. Do you care about when structure circles are up? When are you even gonna have time to think about
but
look at it this way. Ima songs. Look at it this way. Sorry for stop and the thing and funo from Yona is, remember when we had that conversation a few weeks ago about who comes into the relationship?
Yes.
I'm on that, but in a whole different spectrum. Building houses. We're talking about building houses here. And as much as we're talking about building houses, you are the house that's been built.
That's very true.
So, it's obviously there are things that are not going to be in your control. As in weather. You do not determine whether it's winter, spring, summer. You don't determine that.
You mustn't care about what's out of your control.
Then why are you concerned about people that don't want to build with you? Why are you not concerned about those who want to build with you? There is someone who wants to build with you, but have you looked for that person? Lennon City, our compass should be pointed towards true north. Your compass is pointed towards the wrong way. And where is that going to take you even further? Even the wrong way. Because you don't, awuhlale bhasini okanye taxi knowing bas your turn uzojika pa uzothi xa seyithatha left turn kumele uyamisa ume wena uthule. How is the driver going to know? He's driving again. You are the passenger on his bus. So I'm trying to show you ngamanye amaxesha we can be passengers in other people's buses instead of being the driver. Because ayiqhutywa nguwe la moto. The moment you give a fuck about what's not in your control, you are not driving that bus anymore. That is when we let our emotions get the best of us. I went through a lot of that, Feuds. So,
but to tell you what I'm trying to say too, like I understand what you're saying, but I've been on some other tip, and I've been planning this. I've been doing some planning over the few weeks. Like, I'm gonna do my own thing for now. Like, there's still time that's gonna go. I'm planning on networking with new people. Like, like complete strangers that are on my tip, like what they doing. Same thing as me. Collaborators, shakers and movers. You see, now that's a whole nother thing.
So basically you're learning the culture. I'm
building my own thing. Me.
Ethi wena.
Team.
And yabona ba you already yak.
Yes. I had this mindset that no, I can't do this. I've been having that. But then I just I did it. I was like, nah, fuck it. These people are not gonna do anything for me. I was in the crew, man, and our crew wasn't going further. I was stressing out. I'm like, what's gonna happen now? I never had that feeling about me because I've been in the crew for years. Years, since I was a teenager, young teen, growing up until my late teens, like on that. But then now, as soon as things shifted and changed, I was like, whoa, damn, this is new to me. So I had to adjust, and then I finally did it, which I'm proud of myself about that. I'm proud of myself for doing that, taking that step on my own.
You turning the corner, Smiley.
Yeah, and I'm trying to build on that. I'm trying to build on that heavy. I'm on that tip.
You're trying every day.
Yes.
Do your best. Attract new people in your life because that matters, Feuds. But one of the most important thing is be strong alone. Do I need me to be anybody?
Damn, man.
Don't be stuck too much on the succeeding side. Also, there are also things that you must learn that ozenza behind the scene that also make you, because a man is a man because of his works. Not easy that you want people to see, Sungs. So I just want you to drop the shoulders, yabo, and drop expectations, Feuds. Because we're still crawling, Feuds. I know, inzima alone, dog.
Because the expectations be on both sides of your family.
Expectations.
Family, you know.
Expectations, Feuds, are the mother of all fuck ups.
But I know that be true. But when you look at it in another perspective, it's like, damn, they be on your case all the time, asking you what you doing now.
Feuds,
fucking 30, 40 people asking me that question.
Uzohlala kulo loop, Feuds, feeling like you have to answer to people.
Do you know what's the trip? Yes, you're right, Tati. Because them people, they're not really there for you in your life.
Yeah, but Feuds,
it's crazy.
Half of the time, Feuds,
they don't even know you.
Even about Uzpete's answers, dog. As much as you are dwelling on if I please these people, and then still go ba pleaser, uzophuma nezinye outcomes that they not gonna like. Dude, if ufuna formula you fail up a life in, try to please everybody. Ooh. That's Bill Cosby right there. That's a black man that they went to the extent. Mama, we say in the image. Look at how we celebrate as we son jengat.
Yo, and when a black person is arrested, it becomes news.
They can make you, they can also break you. Yabo, Lennon City, slow down, Sungs. Fair to you, even. I was told in ST, slow down, G, because now I'm doing the same thing. Dikalaga grade R go. Yeah. Back to basics. It's the basics. I took that from Feuds, and every person with Tibanana, I've always said it. They have something to teach you. Even now, but that person has something to teach you. Are you paying attention when? So some of us, we coast through life and not pay attention. We let Ezinyizindo shape us. Silibalba, we are the tool. We are the carving tool. See it? So, as a young person, that is what you have at your disposal. Learn as much as you can about everything that you can. You do not know what is going to be sustainable for the next generation but may survive. You know, as a young person, we live in an age of information. Wow, when are you busy lazing around? Someone else is making the move. Someone else is putting themselves out there without even thinking, hey, fuck these niggas, man. I was there for them. They are doing this, and so on. And so. That takes you away from doing what? From playing the part. Because even through the storm, Songs, he turned up. Even through the storm, Sungs, he turned up. Because how are they gonna lay claim to success if they didn't contribute to it?
Yo, that's true though.
Yeah, but there's a lot of shit that at a young age we can execute on Feuds. That's to maximize the Feuds. How I would have loved to be in this position that you are in, knowing what I know, Ngoku. But askwazi. So as young as I am, I also need to encourage the other young person now by, hey, maximize your youth, Sibali. Get over zazi zonke zazinto, all the shit that don't matter, bad friends, bad relationships, all that. Know that. Also understand, but it doesn't happen one to other people. Some people are comfortable with being kids forever. We see it.
That's true, man.
Don't we see that every day?
Every day we see that. Yeah.
We even look at our parents that way sometimes.
Yeah,
what is my mom
like,
doing? What is my dad doing?
Yeah, like,
what is
why
my
are you so
sibling
childish?
doing? Shouldn't they know better? Then Landi senza sikwazi ubuyela to the fact that let's first think, okay, what conditions did they grow under? There was segregation, there were indoors in Jena. How did they grow up in the home?
Apartheid.
Yeah, so besides the apartheid affair, there was also something dysfunctional within the black person. Because we are still trying to fight to belong, Nango, Patu, Tripware. They still have to convince you. But guys, we are here. More fire has to convince you. But now, when ubatla reka score, ubatla reka dragon. It's not that I'm looking down upon that, so we need to put consciousness into everything that we do, especially as young people. So whatever I pass it on.
True.
And down there, guys, slow down. You're gonna miss the important shit when you're doing this way. Kakulula fate of us tripping each other over relationships and backstabbing one another over things that don't matter. How are we gonna be able to learn the important things, the resilience, for us to understand by, hey, our country is under siege. We have a president that is not fit to sit in the seat. We have a media that suppresses everything. Fair to have you seen the algorithm ka Facebook yenza ntoni ngoku isixelela nge-bad connection ntoni akho nto wrong. Panyo was also on that. But Facebook as algorithm, we have to misspell words so that the algorithm doesn't pick it out. How do we know this? It's because we're paying attention. Ulibele fethu ba nangoku wena ucimba there are things that are against you. Once you get over them, there are far greater things that as you face it at that moment. Are you taking into mind, Lord? But they are looking for your attention. Once they have it, once they have your mind, it's gone. So that's the last thing that as young people we need to liberate. As black people, as melanated people. So as a young person, learn your history. I wasn't told this, but I'm starting to realize what was done to us. We can only know if we go back to it and start to trace yonke into. We just didn't end up in this turmoil that we are in, Goku. But the only way that you can free yourself is through knowledge. Questioning things. Because many people, by religion was created by people. Christianity, Islam, all the religions, what good are they doing you? The same instruments that have been used to oppress you. And here you are, as glorify awareness, the black people. We are the most religious people on earth, black people. We still are subjugating ourselves to the same instrument that was used to conquer us. So instead of us at a young age being worried about Rolexes, Rolls Royces, how about we go and study our black heroes? The Thomas Sankaras, the Malcolm X, the Booker T. Washington, the Marcus Garveys. Why were all those people, Robert Sobukwe, Steve Biko, Chris Hani, You see? But all we care about is the Rolex watch that has minerals that come from where? From Africa. Every time we see minerals leaving the country, those are jobs. That is wealth leaving the country. Look at how Africa is still under attack. And still we are drowning ourselves with Instagram, yabo. Soft life, this. You don't know what's the shit that's popping now amongst young people? Wanting the soft life and it can't.
Acting like life's good.
Akona good. Upizwe going to Dubai, bruh. Yabo, trying to show abanya abantu life kabantu. That's not a life you worked for. That's another man's labor.
Talking about chicks. That's what they do.
You see?
Oh, chicks.
Gandhi, if we seeked what liberated us, then we wouldn't go into these extents uhlisa integrity yethu as the nation. We've become beggars as black people. We need to admit that we become beggars. Begging for a job, begging for this. Beggars in our own backyards.
Own country. Yo, that's wild. And it's so normal. It's normal life shit. It's been like that for decades. Decades on decades. Decades. Like, been like that. Crazy. Whew. We in the spiritual war in this.
For a while, it's been like that for a while, Feuds. But we are not trying to ignite anything that is not going to bring us goodwill. But I'm trying to make sure that we are leveling the playing field. Tina Feuds, we must understand that we are at a disadvantage. Sisezantsi, bottom of the food chain. You talked about the circle, the triangle, and people being at the bottom.
Majority. At the bottom. It's funny how the triangle is shaped. Why did they even make that? At school they used to teach you about 2 ways of, but that was like for types of like what you eat, like protein, like type of shit, like carbohydrates, vegetables, those things they put in how much you should eat. But no, if you really think about it, that's how it's done in real life. That's the hierarchy.
So they were teaching you about something that was relevant in Yaniku.
But you didn't see it. Yo, that stuff is right in our face. Even the stuff you used to learn, like, whoa, why are you teaching us all this stuff? They used to teach you about pain sometimes in history class. No, well, how the black people were oppressed. I'm like, nah.
Yo, I despise the Hitler part, but yo, shit.
The Hitler. That Hitler shit is crazy. When he took over from the Weimar.
That it shows the World War. How our enemy thinks.
They proactive.
They have a nature of war.
Yeah,
proactive.
I feel like that's what the white race entails. Like they always want to take war. That's like a white man's mentality if you think about it. They want to go somewhere and take and make it look like it's theirs or something.
So, are you on that? Well, you ever have a belief that white people have ever created anything around that? Like based on the interactions that you had, because kuko abantu fethu that can ignite certain conversations with you, because I can even tell you how I even got on knowing about this African knowledge and so on. It's conversations you have and also questions that you have, and a person refers you, and the beauty about that is I was referred to YouTube. They told me go in that hidden colors. Once you get there, and then it's like a family tree where it branches out eventually. Then literature, philosophy. Now all of a sudden you want to look at why did certain events happen a certain kind of way. Because I was like that even in history class. Yeah, but it didn't fit the narrative Lendi Bonayo guy. But School doesn't teach you to think critically. It teaches you to remember. Khumbula event ethile yenzeke nini?
In 19,
Yeah,
this
khumbula
thing
formula.
happened, and these companies, what, some shit. I have to remember all that shit. Type shit.
But does it matter ke ngokuwe fethu after so igqibile yonke laa nto?
Bruh, I don't even remember half of all that. Like, life goes on so fast that it's in the past. That thing is way in the past now. Like, you move on, man. You move on from that thing, and it didn't teach you nothing. Do you know what school was good at, though? The relationships aspects. Learning how to build relationships with people you just met. That's what school's good about. But, like, I feel like school's a prison, low-key, though. You get a break, go there, put you in, do that shit, go on a break again, then you wait for a couple of times, then you go home.
I never thought about it that way. Like,
And then you come back. You wear a uniform.
which is your prison.
It's the prison orange. Facts. And you're like, damn, I have to study this shit. I don't give a fuck about this shit. They force you to do it though. They don't teach you how to budget. They don't teach you how to, like, do real shit. They just teach you about what. Man, some bullshit, man.
Sungs, what would happen Gengok if you had a kid Ngok?
That's the scary part. When I have a kid, I don't know how I'm gonna. Do I wanna raise it to have that mindset of school? Or do I wanna spark a creative side when she's young, even, or he or she, whoever? I don't know. There's a balance. It's like, what do you call it? It's like an equinox. That black and white, it's like that. Like this, it's like yin and yang, that thing. You see, it's like that. It's like, it's either you choose this side or that side. Black, white, the dark side or the good side. But in what type of aspect is only up to you.
But you know you need the best of both, and you
need the balance. That's why there must be a perfect
yeah,
balance.
the best of both.
I learned that through, like, your Asians. The animations they make. I learned that through, like, that Samurai Jack shit when I was young. Like,
And you know that's
the
black
equal
shit.
of the
Yeah? You know that's black shit. Samurai. Black man came up with the samurai.
He's the cartoon samurai. Samurai
No,
Jack.
I'm talking
Oh, like
about,
the samurai.
I'm talking about the samurai lifestyle. Like the way to be in the book by samurai Japan.
I saw that on Hidden Colors. I saw that
On that.
the Moors, man.
We gonna unlock them of it. That's why Nukbu's about what if you have a kid now? What are you gonna tell your kid? Obviously you're gonna feed information. Okanye mhlambi you're gonna leave it to someone else. But then a low responsibility. But as young as we are, as careless as we are, in our carelessness, we can prevent ourselves from experiencing certain vital stages of our lives. You cannot change into that you're not aware of. As people, sonke, we have flaws. Songs. Sometimes we are indoctrinated so much to conform. Behave this way. If then you don't fit in society. You have zonke as norms so much that we are libala to even unplug. And I've said this multiple times that there are some people who are not ready to be unplugged. You tuned into my frequency. It's making you feel a certain kind of way. So I lead with the frequency that I give you. Watch when you meet a low vibrating person, especially if you are aware of your energy, what happens? You feel agitated, you just don't want to be there.
You can feel the energy, man. This guy is.
How are you going to be strong if you never get to be alone? So I've said it multiple times, but don't squint over losing relationships. Be thankful. Go into the cocoon and think about, what did I gain from Lando? I understand the emotions you have to deal nazo, but how are you going to know bazidilishwana njani nazo? Kanye, how are you going to be able mhlambe ukubeka ivicinity udibana nomuntu that you can relate nayo? Because here's something I can tell you. When I had a relationship falling apart, and instead of me accepting bakunjani, I chose to go to people that I wanted, which was delaying the pain. Time that if I accepted it, it could have been quite different. Then Zandoni, ndaphinda ndabuyela back to myself. But because I delayed lando, iya ngokunyuka ngoku impact yayo. It's like sand that you keep on sweeping under the carpet. Eventually, over time, there's going to be a mole. So we can't be young, see, encourage it and I forget about it. No, I understand, but do you ever want to remind yourself, hey, there's something good I also gained out of that. I meant something to someone. It means I can do this, Mos. Yeah, well, I can work on becoming an even better person so I can attract even someone better. I had my time with that person. Crying over spilt milk is not gonna help. It's never helped anybody.
It is what it is.
So yabona ba ucinga kwethu okokoko kufuneka ngisijonge one side izinto.
Yeah, we must never do that.
But that shows bana there's progress. It's not measured in a day. Nguwe fethu uzodeterminisha loo nto. But many of us, we fail to acknowledge that we are gods having a human experience. Because you manifested this. You are here. You manifested this. And remember, whatever you say no to, you are giving it power. Whatever you're giving it yes to, you need power now. There are thoughts that are going through our minds. That is, we're always choosing. Discard. Say someone comes here and wants to swear at you, and then they swear at you. There's a choice that you have to make. But the reactor go. Yeah, you see, they throwing stones when I'm born. Tell build. Flip the switch, always, brother. Now, you're not even on their side. You're not supposed to be looking to be on anybody's side. Be on your own side. Have your own back. And how do you do that? Oh, where to their shit. The experiment layer of you're downloading shit. Set download and we're conversating. And this conversation is gonna live on the internet for others 50 years to come. I'm already thinking about 3 generations down.
Damn. Crazy.
But there's this thing, Ngoku, that's an amazement, Kuti, that Kubo is gonna be a normality. It's the same things about our great-grandfather. If we could get to take them from the centuries where cell phones didn't even exist. And here you come with the iPhone 13 in 1910, Smiley. Aren't you God? Siyalibala, we are gods because we are created. I am manifesting him, Goku. He's speaking through me. And it's a result of what I expose myself to. So are you exposing to things that are igniting the greatness in you? So when I'm tuning you into lay frequency, ask them. Dismantle is a part because you are a building in construction. Usi sculpture. But let's suggest to go Singamachita, but let's go to Long Street and go to an art gallery. And just observe art. You're gonna see something boring about it. And we wonder why our mind is rigid. Because the only mental state is we go to Long Street to go drink. You learned it from other people.
Yep.
And because you wanted to fit into that, you
spend your hard-earned money on this. Month end, you were all up in town, blowing bag. That used to be me. Then I come back, and I'll be like, God,
what are the rewards?
Then you left alone, and you're alone. You're like, I spent all that money. What the fuck? What did I gain at the end of the day?
Oh, the baller. You were known as the baller.
You were the nigga, yo. Oh my goodness, I can say a lot. They be
Go on,
friends
bro.
with you. They be friends with you because
Tell me about the
of what you
sneaky
can
shit that you see.
provide. What you can provide towards them. It's always like that.
Isn't that taking advantage of your character? Sungs, our best weapon can also be our worst. Our kindness, if it can be used against us, the same way it can be used for us. Lennon City, eyona nto ebalulekileyo Sungs, uphuma ntoni ngawe? Uthatha ntoni from other people? It's nice uve umntu ethetha kamnandi. But yo, this conversation, yeah, it's hitting the right spots. And I understand, yayazi imnandi loo nto. But it's useless lawe if asiyiphili.
Yes.
Because remember, there are certain suggestions and then ndazithatha. Others I discarded them.
Yeah, it's what you take in life. You have to take those stuff in and evaluate them and check if they're right. You'll be like, nah, I'm never gonna do that.
It's not about never, Feuds. It's not about never.
Okay, yo, never say never.
That
was never.
That never.
That was
thing.
never say J. Never say never. It's facts. You don't know where you're gonna be in 5 years' time. You actually don't know where you're gonna be. I don't care what you say. A lot of things can happen in 5 years. 5 years alone. Me 5 years ago, I wouldn't even imagine myself in the situation I'm at.
Was Bonupim Club like 5 years ago.
Yo, I saw myself by like, if I'm in my 20s, dog, I'm driving and shit. I'm gonna have plenty hoes. I'm gonna be in my own apartment. But nah, it's a grown up shit. Life ain't like that, bro.
Did you take into mind by your expectations were too high? No, listen, this kind of way. Setting the expectations is one thing, reaching them is another. Yeah, well, the wedding is one thing, the marriage is another. So there needs to be a unionship to land. You can dream big, but can you do big too?
Damn.
How many dreams have you started to squamble along the way because you realized there into izandambisa ngabantu, le izandenza nconforme, le izandibeka in positions where people are gonna think I'm crazy now. People are gonna think that kind of way, and usabacingela Sungs, you are not going anywhere. I had to learn that the hard way, Feuds, ba noba ungachuza kangakanani Feuds of ucingela umntu, they go hurt you, G.
Hardcore.
Yamazu Bob Marley once said, everyone will break your heart. You just need to find those who are going to be worth it. So uyabona uba siphula inhliziyo, and uthiwa the person who's preventing you ngumuntu omaziyo who is in your life. Njengangoku wena, there are certain growths, there are certain unknown territories ofuna ungena kuzo. You're on a podcast ngoku, and
yes,
you manifested this shit. Yeah, but you are working in regard to noni, so that you can be able to look at that person in the mirror and say, hey, because that is the problem. It means your eyes are in the wrong space. They are not on your own dish. Where is your dish, first of all? Hey, Bonachi. So it starts when we are young. You don't turn like this overnight. Some seeds zifakwa lisbali. They are vachi, and they are not gonna be harvested at the same time. But Suba's a spectator of anybody's success. Learn from that shit. Learn from me. Learn from everyone udibane naye. Don't see lamdu fulandwa yiyo car. Because lamdum respectile with all the cars and so on can be going through the most shit. And lo auchaila yopa estratwen can have the best life ever. Because we like to think everyone's version of success is our version of success. Remember, you are borrowing this.
It's on rent, like we said. It's on rent.
We are borrowing, and you could be borrowing the wrong things from the wrong people. So I admire those who are on top, but dear Zanam, what about you? What about Omnia Feuds? And if you're not on that, bye. Because I want you now, uzibona you're in a position of power. So there's nothing you can't do. Ikona. You're not doing the most. That's the problem.
You know, Tati, what you're talking about right now, you remind me of something. I was talking to this other guy, but I didn't even know he was popular on Twitter. But I was talking to him on Twitter. Now that guy, when I checked his account, I was like, damn, 40,000 followers on Twitter, bro. What the fuck? And this guy was just random, like, it's a random guy. He streams playing basketball, I think. Yeah, but he's white. 2K. He's a white dude, yeah, 2K. But I was talking to that, and I'm like, damn, I have to plug in on my shit since I talked to him. You see how that is? Now we live in Asia, you can talk to someone from Australia, England.
I told you I'm popping in India and the US.
Oh my goodness, that's
to
crazy
penetrate in market. Fair to support yakho. The biggest support is not going to come from people that know you. And I haven't known you. Yeah, and as time goes, as in the will prevail. But I like to keep winners at my table, Feuds. I like to keep grinders at my table. People that war is gonna come. It's gonna come every day. You are at war when you go home, but are you gonna pen because it's a totally different thing, Feuds, about being busy or just trying to make some noise. But when you are intentional about it, it's a whole different story. You understand you're still going this way. Because I want to be the best at what I do, and everything ends my hands. I don't need any accolades. Man, believe in myself in that kind of way. And on top, there are people that I can identify and see, okay, I can learn from this person. You can learn from everyone, even alo wenza lando ungayifuniyo Feuds. Stop putting emotions into everything, because that takes you away from learning. But okay, this is the thing that I would like to avoid.
Yeah, you need to vet somebody first. Usually they say you need to vet a woman, but no, you need to vet a person too.
Yeah, we are asking about any person that you're in a relationship with now. You're supposed to you have them for a job interview. Why are you not interviewing people? Why singayenzi lando? Why are you not interviewing? Okay, your relationships are not working. I'm gonna interview these motherfuckers. Yeah, bro. So that we ask, okay, out. You're basing it on experience, because we forget to put people to the test. We are so fixated on how good we look with them. What have you put to the test? We fuck a experiment. Spawn, okay, I'm a blender. Figure and unlikeness and cling, because when you were so fixated on getting her, and then you get her and you find that she's not the person you were looking for. She is the total opposite. No likeliness. And then singamachita siyamgcina around, because what ufuna unyusi ego yakhe. Uyayibona siyalibala ego is man-made. Yenzwa nguwe. God didn't make you an ego. He made you alone. So as Bonba was centerisha around Indoni as a person. And no wonder as young as we are, but depressed. Look at the drugs, Feuds.
Oh, the drugs that's around, people doing drugs. It's normal.
Now we look at about the struggling. It's a norm.
It's a norm.
See it, Feuds, not slightly. I'm not gonna participate in degrading our people, and also not degrading my own greatness, Feuds.
You need to stop looking down on people. I remember this one lady I was walking with, this other guy, man, but he was a trolley guy taking trolleys. He was like, hey, he was busy with them, but then she was like, no thank you. And I was walking with him, and then she told me, nah, I would never. Why would I date a trolley guy? No, never. Can never sustain my lifestyle. It's like, damn, man, it's tough, though. Yo, like people, they level you up, man. They check you on levels. That's not how life's supposed to be, man. I don't think life was like that. Like, you see.
Do you think as black people inherently we're like that?
Yeah, we like to classify ourselves.
No. Like, I mean inherently, as because based on like what I've observed is life we quantify it by how people see us and not how we see ourselves. Never mind bakubona njani, when uzibona njani. Uyandiva ndithi mna I am God manifested in a human form and create and then I'm creating man with the little that I got. Do I need a big studio? Do I need
Yeah, that's the thing too. That's the thing. You be thinking that you need the best equipment, the best things, but time is going. Why you be stressing about that, bro? Time ain't waiting for nobody. You all have the same 24 hours, bro.
But usebenzisa ndoni eyakhe 24
Yeah.
That is what matters. Because all successful people that I know, Feuds, they focus on what they do best and they maximize on that. I've learned to be like that. I can only become a good speaker if I speak.
You need your niche. There's niches in everything in life. There's certain specialists. Like even when you're a doctor, you're a specialist at something. You see.
But before you can get to a niche, you need to experiment with it.
Yeah.
How many bad relationships have you had?
A lot more than I can count with my hands. It's a lot. It's a lot.
And do you think you've learned what you're not supposed to do yet? As young as you are, like you say, you've been through a lot of relationships that failed. But do you think you've learned a lot on what not to do? Because here comes your next relationship now. What are you looking for, Kuyo? What type of person are you gonna be?
With her, or like
No, like you.
Me with anyone
like,
in a
picture
relationship.
your ideal relationship ngoko at the age that you are. Like with your level of growth ngoko.
Okay, like
Lenda ukuyo ngoko.
what are we talking about here? Like with a woman or like
With a woman.
Oh,
A romantic relationship.
damn, I've never thought about that.
You see, that's why we're willing to catch anything that comes our ways, because Ndoni, we haven't thought about what you want.
Oh my goodness,
That's why also said, she smiles at you, she gives it to you good,
you
she
feeling like
kisses
shit.
you good, she talks good about you. You also nigga, you're gonna settle. Why you settle for crumbs when you can have the entire piece of the cake? Because once you maximize your value, then other valuable people can chase you. You don't have to settle for crumbs. So as young as we are, we should focus on networking, building constructive relationships, positive people that I can learn from, a person that I can talk politics with, people that I can just chill with. Have that interdiversity of seeing the world from different views. But you don't just get that all of a sudden. You have to learn that. That is you trying to put on different costumes, different characters on different days. Have you seen Eddie Murphy?
Yeah.
How he killed the game with that?
Different type of act.
You see how Tyler Perry is still doing the same thing with Madea and all that?
Yeah.
Who says you're supposed to be just BLUUD? You can't have commentary on ezinye izinto. You need to dig le mine lapha ngaphakathi kuwe. Every day ufuna ukusenda iminers pha, because le limit ucimbi pha ayikho before imines itshone, because over time, just because you miss stages deplete lanto. Then also jongemva, hey, it feels like the youngin are catching up to you.
Oh snap. That's
as young as you are now,
that's another thing.
Instead of you be like, yo, I'm inspired by this, the next gen is on other things. There's something nami ndiyaziyo that engayaziyo lithi phaphaphana nayo apha yabo. Now you can teach me this thing, yakhe. That's the thing I'm on.
We so on like looking down on the youth, man, as you get older.
Can't you responsibility here to pass on what we know?
The experiences.
Feuds, that's a crime against humanity. They need to do better than Tina.
Yeah.
So irrigate the fear that you were raised with. Kumbula uyawatini, you don't understand the expectations.
Yo, it's crazy.
But I'm telling you, nguwe ufuna ukuzmanagile nezo expectations. Are you gonna live up to them, or are you gonna dismantle them entirely? Mna niphila ngezami expectations neze creator yam, because I understand that another human being is not gonna provide what the Almighty can. The all-seeing eye. So a connection here must be lone person.
Yeah.
So how are you gonna Connect to the best version of yourself, Feuds. When you're engaging yourself at such a young age, where are you rushing off to?
Nah, you know.
That's the thing. Okay, uyayifumana yonke lento uyifunayo, Feuds. You get that banking girl, you get the approval. Then what? What comes next, ke ngoku? Have you thought about what comes after you get yonke lento uyifunayo? Bekwe up. You granted yonke lento uyifunayo. Will you need to work? Will you need to dream again?
Damn.
Asiciki ngezo zinto. That's why some of us, when we climb, sifike endaweni, we get comfortable. It's sibona around us. You want to see regret? Go into the streets, go into the hood, listen to other people's conversations. Mamele the older people, some of them.
Yo, when I was younger, this. It's always like that.
But where are the movers and shakers? Having those conversations. They are where they are supposed to be, making the big move. So we are so preoccupied of reminiscing the good old days as if, oh boy, remember when Stuyvesant was 50 cents? Remember. Those days are not going to come back. We live in a time where bread, have you seen how the price of bread is now? And here you're more worried about your next bottle. How am I going to dissipate myself so that I numb myself from the pain? You see how messed up we can be as young people. Instead of us militarizing ourselves. Because while you're busy drinking, someone else is learning on the internet. While you're busy trashing someone else, someone is learning on the internet. So asiboni mhlaba hlobo luyi-one, and you must understand that we'll never see the world the same way, because what's for you is not for me. What's for me is not for you. And I've said it multiple times, what the Almighty has for you, He has it for you and nobody else. But you are feeling the spirit of you have to conform because you have been taught there's something lacking kuwe. Every time uyafika finishing line uyangodinwa, and they keep moving the finishing line.
Yo, that's
because if they got us at a young age, by the time kufike ixesha we were supposed to be energetic and all that, no one. And whoever is driving the narrative, because no one is shining light on the youth that is through this storm. Through the pandemic, you survived. There are those who didn't survive. How often do you tell yourself, Lord? How many people now, their mind is still stuck in the pandemic? Busy coping mechanism every day. They're your brothers, they're your sisters, they're your friends, they're everything. Instead of fighting, what do? They flight.
drinking.
Coping mechanisms. And that is evident of the system siphila kuyo. So when you inflict harm on yourself, that is a form of disrespect to yourself. When you lie, songs, knowing that you know that lie is gonna come back to you. I've said this many times. That as a person, when you get older, you understand, but some shit is not relevant, man. You don't have to zimetarishes as in. And for others, they even grasp it at a much younger age. And I'm grateful for that. But no competition about what calendar and you have no work to show for that. Didn't finish high school and all that. And we're glorifying Lord. Didn't even get the basics. How far are they in go with where they are supposed to be? There are people that I want to tune into and ask them how are they, because they mean a lot. Everyone means a lot. But songs is not a society if it is shape high, where when someone reaches out, something, maybe I need your support. Listen to my thing. Look at where I am.
Yeah.
After that, if you don't like it, tune out.
It's cool.
I put it on the table. It's you who decide are you gonna go with it? Or you
always have a choice. That's the thing, yeah.
So be quite aware, but the fight if you I got bad. Yabona the resistance when ucimba so ifumene ngoku awukayifumani. Wait till you have the hard ones. Wait till you have the hard ones, because once you do, uzobona envy fethu. Because you know, I started to feel guilty when I don't do my best, because it's expectations that I have. I almost went 3 weeks at one time without even having an episode updated. It's like I was going crazy. But did you see me wilding out? Nah. I kept my cool. I did what I was supposed to do. And then constantly, for every day of that 3 weeks, I came back. I did the same thing. It wasn't loading. I came back. Distracted myself with work. Came back still. So, these are baninzi izinto that are going to stop your mojo, Sungs. There are a lot of things in Gogo you're still even contemplating about zone. But if you can't have the hard conversations, how am I going to know where your state of mind is? You're basically lying to me, most saying like things are cool.
Yeah.
Why in a space where I need to know what's going on with you? How do you see the world? That you feel you're lacking in. My words can ignite something in you. I never saw things that kind of way. Now I'm the person that you are, and not who you are as a result of what happened to you. So let's stop asking what happened to this child. Sorry, I need to rephrase that. Let's stop saying what's wrong with this child. Let's start asking what happened to him. Because we have a story. Something happened to you. You're a result of the person that you are now. And now I had to admire the fact that every single day I'm dealing with this person. And if I don't know this, then I'm in trouble. Because everywhere I go, this is me. Just think about it. Because I'm going to do something. But just because when in your mind you have a fixated view of who I am, you'll be like, nah, that's not that. That's not this. When who are you to decide nah, I'm supposed to be ubani onjani? So think about opinions. It's shit that don't matter. Except the ones that are going to be constructive. Because even in the swearing, sometimes Umlu can give you valuable information. And when ungayazi, then so when you throw stones, take the stones, build. Otherwise, you owe no explanation to nobody. The moment you start getting that, a lot of things start become easy for you. Then you start to move with your own mojo. Next thing, niggas are getting Mando Mazana left, right, and center, getting zonkas. When you're in your own bubble. Bushle reminded me, you need to have your own bubble and a bubble amongst a bubble. Then you have esa space. So that when you said, hey, I don't like when people come over to my place without announcing themselves. Now, with every opportunity someone avails themselves, and you tell them, I don't want you here. This is my time to do this. It might seem like you're rude and all that, but when you reinforce a new habit, that person knows it. At this time, I don't want to bother him. Nobuza continuously remind them. And if they want to stay, make them leave. No is one of the most powerful words you can ever use, Feuds. And if you want to be the best that you can be, you have to learn to say no. No to yourself. Shit, I do not turn up namhlanje. Abandazanga namhlanje. Because we also fail to see the content that see kupapa. We are reinforcing, we are telling the world who we are. Tuna in even to mtulo tuna into energy. People see things in you that when boni. So I'm thinking about that person every day, expecting me defeat, and then I'm disappointed. And I'm also thinking about but when I put lentloko pa lamkamelele busuku ndizawulala njani 24 hours idlule ndenzeni to be closer to what I want to be closer to. When you always want to be part of this red race, when I feel to choice as a person, it's there on the table. Are you going to take it? Are you not going to take it? But Nafetu, I'm building a trust to the world. Sungama blood. Sungama and they must. I want them to shackle. You know why I'm a Man United fan?
Yeah.
Because I associate Man United with greatness. Because of Sir Alex Ferguson. No one talks about the first 7 years when he got to the Man United job. And on the 8th, he almost lost the job. I love adversity stories and moments where people wanted to quit and the person at the helm was like, no, we're onto something here. We can be losing, but we're onto something. And then that breakmark season, Gary Neville, Phil Neville, Paul Scholes, David Beckham.
Yo, Man United yesterday went crazy though. I watched them.
Let's forget about that.
I watched them live.
There's plenty that's ahead, G. There's plenty ahead. So this is another way of you saying love every shit that you're going through, Feuds, even the bad shit. Embrace that shit. Because now I feel great when I see someone who still sees the mischievous, the liar, the player, the what this, because they know a person I killed a long time ago. Do you know, Bai, you are killing versions of yourself every time you grow.
Yeah, that's true. You're not the same person you were.
You're still in the same body though, but
yeah.
Remember.
That's crazy.
So how often do we look at ourselves that kind of way, where we need to take care of this body, we need to take care of this mind, we need to take care of what we put into it, because we are always a result. Remember, this is the most sophisticated supercomputer, piece of engineering. Your body, the most sophisticated. For years and years, when we are cool. Remember, you're just a heap of food that you've been consuming your entire life. How are you building this muscle? You see, even the fact that as human beings, we were born into earth and we knew in order for us to grow, we had to work off the land. They are natural instincts. Don't you think we can get it right if we could return to that? Walking and living according to nature.
Yeah.
Because our great-grandfathers didn't have Dubai and all these distractions to go to. Yeah. We live in Ikashalema Dubai, where that is more valuable than a degree. Hey, Vasungsland. Our youth, and it's our part to no, that is no version for anybody to abide by. Because that's your integrity that's on the line.
Damn, it's true.
So, are we going to inherit the same things as our fathers did? Because look at a country raveled by gender-based violence. These are our fathers, these are our uncles, our brothers. People that we're looking to guide us. And look at what they're doing to our mothers, our sisters. It hurts me, that we live in a country where a person can't express who they are. Even to people are being killed for their sexuality. We've lost our sense of morality as a people.
Yes.
Where we don't even want to know. You're rushing over to distract.
Crazy.
See how crazy we can be. This is the crazy we're dealing with every day when I songs.
Everyday struggle.
Kodwa ayithuba masibe ngamahlanya nathi. We can't be young futhi sifuna yonke into ayize lula. Yabo, we are predicating our work on abanye abantu nje, because that is taking away from those who are creating. That is taking away from abantu abanje ngawe who want to build, who want some form of direction. Because my friend said it, what you're doing, T, people need it. Because there's too much of easy that are making people feel less of themselves, especially as us as young people. We need to jump on this podcast shit, G, before this train is gone. Yeah, but kukho abantu abazawuvuka fethu when we are collaborating nabantu ngaphaya. When singakwazi noba nazo ne-conversations nabo, they can't even guilt trip us. Because we are not in their company anymore. We are in the company of abantu abazasivunela macango. Your success is in the relationships you have. It's not in the cars, it's not in the money, it's in the people. So the principles that Ndambangazo I also want to pass it on. I want to get to a point where I can invest in also someone else's dream. For Nam to contribute to someone, let's make it a norm as young as we are. Be active in helping one another. Singafuni something in return. For us to understand, but the biggest thing that we can take from that is that we are participating in uplifting one another as a nation, as the black nation. I kali kaumdala songs. And zininzi fights nam I had to go through kuzo. Because I had to bandibhekelisa into that was contradicting yonke land. No. They are saying conform. I choose to believe. But because they're praying on us for that need to believe, siyaphela. So much that our brains have been lazy. We don't want to read. We don't want to do research. Remember la way yayiqhela uthetha kudala ufuna ufihla imali kumlo mnyama ifake encwadini.
That's true. There was such another book.
Yayiba, because go easy blame. Akho easy uthatha responsibility. Look at this. Bensitsho out here, don't complain that you're babysitting. Be grateful because you're learning skills. Awukabi time you have not been in that position. Yeah. Think about lo and obviously got meetings. Enganayo kwa experience. Uphi ngokweziphi izihlangu. So ezinye izinto they put on your lap for a reason. Learn as much as you can. You do not know about your next level kuzonidwa ntoni. Yeva uya komavasithi ufune zonke izinto kanti umhlaba dololo. Why are you going for skills updated? I'm not bashing away ezifundwayo out there or so on. But Tina, we are told imali lapha siyapha. Funda le uzoba nemali siyapha. Uyalibala, but there are also challenges. We want everyone to tell us the simple way. Cha siyalibala ba kumgaqo kukimigangatho kufuneka uhanjwe ngayo. We first need to teach ourselves how to obey the rules before we can even think about playing into the game. Learn the rules first. Senza ntoni with dismantle.
Yeah. Dismantle the rules.
Yabo. And then senza ntoni says justify. Hayi, kwasayenzwa olu hlobo. Senza ntoni? Playing victim. It's either we victim or we victor sibali. How many victims do you meet a day? Daily. They will tell you how their dreams are squashed. And you ask, but now you're a contributing factor because now umamele lantu.
Not telling
you. Now you're defeated. Yes, but we are indoctrinating. Then you misery loves company. You give anything your ear, trust me, it's your responsibility. So don't listen to yoga, especially shit that doesn't matter. But first of all, find out what shit matters to you. Podcasting does to me. Tech matters to me. Sports matters to me. Family matters to me. Reading, self-improvement. Zonke zinto. And I'm living through them. Because times are gonna come. Gonna be tough. You're not gonna have money. Then you think, when I don't have money, I don't have value. We as indoctrinate, we as khelisa la weji, just khelisa. Hence why you're not gonna respect anyone's shit. Because you know you it's not yours. You can break it. Saying, oh, I give you Xbox 360. So you need to put people to the test. You know, I'm in a labeling system now. My friend calls me crazy, but no, label them. You know, this person lazy, this person liar, this person deceiver. Label them. Borrow them your shit. Bengatulibel. If they can treat your shit that way, that's how they're treating you.
Yeah.
It's also about the conversations they're having about you when you're not there. If you could hear what they are saying about you, you wouldn't be friends with them anymore.
Facts.
If we could listen to half of the shit the people that claim they know and love us are saying about us, and you hear that, I don't think you ever be seeing them the same way. So abuka songs, see everything for what it is. People are suffering apparently, and they are suffering choices. I'm gonna suffer my choices of irroutine. Someone else sees from the outside and say, oh, look at this stuck up nigga. Oh, he's locked up. He's this, is this. He thinks he's this, is this, is this. I'm not entertaining lineage. But I'd rather have myself locked up in a schedule, knowing bandi safarisha I pain. Yogba, at the end of the day, every week I get to put out an episode. Am I not suffering my work? The same way now you're suffering umsebenzi ongawenzanga. You say you're a rapper, you say you have not been in the game, and so on. When you look at the game, every time you fund it, because you weren't keeping up. But we fail to ask ourselves, did I put in work deep as a person? Fair to talent alone is not gonna get you anywhere, Feuds. Bangabi Feuds abantu basemangcwabeni dead with their talent. Full potential with them inside. And in Kala Sibangara, Feuds. You see it now. You know what you're not supposed to do. You know what you're supposed to do. But why are you not doing what you're supposed to do? So when we are not tough on ourselves, why are we expecting others to be tough on us? How are you expecting a woman to teach you how to be a man?
Nah, she's not supposed to teach you how to be a man. That's your own instinct.
Kodwa ke nguwe ochuzayo uba ndiyahlala kule okanye do I create my own path. You see, mna ndizawushiya i-pathway mna, and I'm gonna go the path less traveled. Njebe abanye bafuna i-light, I'm going for the darkness, because darkness is another form of light. Sikwela kanye kanye on that trail that no one dares to, because throw me to the wolves or come back leading them. Bakwenza laa nto every day, kanti abayazi uba bakujula kobani. Casting me aside, okay, I'm formulating kwangoku. Who do you want at your table? You need to have niggas that are higher than when. Gee, yeah, but I'm not gonna go to varsity. But I am gonna have people that went to varsity work for me.
Damn.
What's happening with Elon? Harvard graduates wanting to work for who? Tesla. So make yourself attractable. I am going to be attractable. People are going to want to buy into this. Yeah, well, make them buy into it. But if adifumani lay buy it, man libali. Because I said it to my friend, but there are those who betrayed you, but they did not know who you were.
Yo, and they sound so desperate when they come back.
No, it's not about desperation, Feuds. Bill Gates said, be nice to nerds. You might be working for them one day. So for every negative, there's a positive. You can look at the fact that he has amassed amount of money. But the fact that he came and disrupted the entire scene. Before there was a Microsoft, there was this company called IBM.
Yeah.
Before there was a Netflix, there was this company named Blockbuster. So challenge everything. Nale that I'm giving you could be the wrong information. We get it wrong where we fail to verify.
That's for real. Yeah.
You must be on that shit, Feuds. Because now when you elevate, when you get on your shit, trust me, Feuds, I'm gonna be your biggest fan. Because I know I support myself the same way. It hurt me when you said We don't support one another as friends as much as we're supposed to. No one promotes the other, but we say we're in a group. It's being hypocritical.
Yeah, it is.
And you see, we have to seep through a lot of shit as young as we are. So,
A lot.
we forget that as young people, we have plenty that we have to seep through. And I just want to make this journey as smooth as possible. But I'm a general by heart, and a general is the one that constructs plans. Yeah, bro. And when you're a general, you have to think about your soldiers. You have to think about your companions. Those who are going to be at beat doing your purpose too. Because when you tune into your frequency, you're going to be feeding off something that I also fed off from someone else. Let's get into this habit of let's help one another get to the top. Sungs wants to be top of this. Maybe I know something about that. I connect you to Abanabanjia when you pounce and celebrate on that. Sungs knows someone else and so on. Let's get into this nitty-gritty of experiencing things with one another as much as possible. So that singa recommendani because I know that nigga good. So that who can you recommend up? Then I can't have a biased way of seeing things. Yeah. I have to present the opportunity to the person who can maximize it the most, even if it's the person I don't like. I don't have to like you.
Yeah, you don't have to like someone.
You see, but if you are maximum on what you do, oh shit, I'm gonna recommend this motherfucker. Because I can work with people I don't like, because they know what they want. They're not even afraid of showing me that they don't like me. Yeah. It's the backstabbing motherfuckers that I hate. The fucking sissies. Yeah, well, who talk behind your back and maneuver and do shit behind your back. No, nigga. I got a force field out here. Chamber. I'm reinforcing it. So even if you think you are piercing through it, no, first lay I can't. Because when I get up and leave here, I have to know that I'm gonna meet every different kind of opposition. But I'm Goku. I'm Kakarot. I never give up. And Sungs, I will never give up on myself, it. I don't care. Even if it takes 15 fucking years for me to be relevant, I'm gonna do it, Fit. I am gonna do it, Fit. And I don't give a fuck what anybody else says. I've gotten to that point now, but the only thing that matters is me making this a reality. That's all. You wanna pour in doubt? Get the fuck out of here. We're not in that, Fit. NCT, there are different types and sides to a person. We can unleash amanyamagala as people. That's why first militarize yourself up. Remember, you guys asked about your weapon. Uwamp.
Yeah.
Why do you need a gun? Why do you need a gun? To feel safe. Why not learn Kung Fu, Tai Chi? All these mechanisms that your ancestors created, that the Europeans stole from you and made it their own.
So we can have a gun now. So we must be a gun. Kill each other instead of just disciplining each other. Like saying now, whoa.
Now you think you're safe with a gun. Guns runs out of bullets, man. It never does. Because you can't you overpopulate. Because just when you think you know it, then you don't. Just when you think ungenage wave we has update, someone else is driving the needle a different kind of way. So I'm not concerned now about who's on the ship. I'm concerned about who is guiding the ship. So when I look at a person, I'm starting to look at a story now. Okay. That's why you're this rude.
Yeah.
That's why you like this. Okay. I surf even from information you tell me. I had this type of experience now. Be a PI, man. Be a PI. Even the sneaky and gossip shit that you think don't matter. Be a PI. Use it, fit. Okay, this nigga talk like this.
And then, yeah, when you be in situations where your homie just left and then you're just chilling and then this other guy talk shit and then they laugh about it. I'm like, what? Why are you talking shit about?
They do that about you when you're also not there. Who the fuck does Sungs thinks he is? Think he can come with that blood shit over here? Who the fuck does he think he is? Trying to be American and all that? This is called about food circle. It's acting American. It's social. You see all the preventions. These potholes esiyasizibekayo songs asiboni. But we're putting preventions with this fund. We are further in training ourselves. And that's into that needs to be freed the most. It's your mind. Because you are what you think most about. Because if you knew how great you were, you wouldn't be smoking, drinking, doing all this irrelevant shit. You like, oh, what book can I get? What can I do this? Now I'm building a digital library. Buying books just because they want to an engineer. There's a library full of books and they don't read those books. They don't apply those books. I'm not saying don't collect books. There's nothing wrong with collecting books. But what's the point of collecting books if you're not going to read them?
Yeah.
What's the point? So if I'm not good on social media, I go search social media books. I just finished a startup book. I'm going to reread it again in the next 3 months again. On how to start up a business. I'm tuning into Gary V, how to create content. I'm learning Forex. I'm injecting myself with my tech. I'm tuning into podcasts. Yeah. I need to think like a creator. I need to think like the person that I want to be. And not expect a source of inspiration is just going to come from one place and then since I extract it from part. If I'm thinking defeating thoughts, do you think Zakwazi alive? Do you think I'm not? So how you start your day matters. So ndiyavuka, I do homework out. While I'm doing homework out, affirmations are playing. I'm programming my subconscious while I'm doing those exercises. Subconscious yangena. Once I'm done, I meditate for 15 to 18 minutes, clearing my thoughts. After that, the day begins. I go to my notepad. Okay, what do I want to achieve for namhlanje? Okay, is there anything that's missing? Because every time you update was bad.
That's why I had a diary.
How are you gonna keep track of zonke izinto? So that ndikwazi ubuyela ngemini ethile. Even when I started obtaining content, I kept every month ngemini ethile. Ndiyazi ba maximum ndikwazi uzinike 3 clear, 4 clear, 5 clear, 5 clear. If I finish it quickly, then I know now I have time to learn. Read a book, watch a tutorial, how to, whatever. Make sure bana you place ixesha in your day for those things to exist. Ozothathwa anything ezokuza. Niggas come ekusema sambe sendaweni ethi now uyathini. Ekusema sambe
that's life, man.
Zinto ezizile phazu zokutesta fethu. How committed are you? Now I just want to make sure I get to a place where months and months ahead. Qha iqala ngalo 2 days ngoku. Yebo. Every 3 days ngoku. New week. Yebo. You can't measure progress if it's over a short period of time. Awucinge tu. Qha thina siyalibala ngokuplace importance on the things that matter most. Because when I exercise, when I meditate, I feel good. Those are the benefits of land. To a person who doesn't know, that's stupid. Because first of all, look at the habits. It's like they drink every day. They don't work. They trash everyone. Abatibana naye. Bayacela. They criticize. they complain. It just takers, ka. And don't think when I'm saying this, you people that you know in life in your where? That's why I label them liar, cheater, deceiver, devil.
Doing that for real.
Do that in your mind, because fair to. That's nice. Because you can't go into my mind and verify what I'm thinking.
Yeah. That's the best power we have.
But you're not using that power, Maxesha. Well, you could be dumb. Because they're trying to push buttons on you. They think they know how your system works. Feto, I'm a Tesla. And here you are, you're telling me about engine cars. Don't tell me about electric, man. We're saving the planet. So you can't run a Motorola system in 2022. Saphuba ke Motorola. Siku iOS ngoku. Siku Android 13 ngoku.
Android 13 now.
Hey, bana.
I'm lost at the times. I remember those Android 10.
Yeah, ingathi be joke ngoku ya. Yayibona la weji. So we must always incorporate our knowledge according to the times. Ngamaxesha apha esiphila kuwo, ngamaxesha internet ngoku, information and technology yentoni. Phila pha yonke into yakho izokwenzeka pha fethu. Make sure everything yakho ipha. Because I have a podcast now because of the internet. People might not get access to me physically, but I have a place where my work lives. My work lives. So I haven't lost anything. Whatever is not yours, you're not supposed to lose. Or you lose there. That's why I'm going back to don't squirrel about that relationship you lost. Take time. Find some means to center yourself. Meditate, do whatever, pray, chant, reflect. And try to find the good in that. Remember, there was a dude who was high and low guy trying to impress her, and then when you got her easily. Remember ngoku uye wabuya up and said, yo Tati, this girl, she's fallen for me, bengayaz. And then Tati nimna, Tati, do you know how hard it is to get a girl to fall for you?
It is.
I'm trying to make you grateful, man. I'm trying to make you grateful. But you still have it. How's born anyway? Yeah, but so when we sleep on our own potential, these things are bound to happen. You're gonna walk in being like this confused. Should I do this? Shouldn't I do that? Have you ever seen la instinct when you meet a beautiful girl? You always want. Why?
I go there.
Uteni.
Hesitant.
Uteni.
Because she'll judge your ass.
We always have this need, but we need to. No.
You don't need to chase.
It will come. Be of value and
attract.
bazabanjani ke ngoku abanye. Kukho abanye bazongazuba ke league yakho even anymore.
That's not it, man. It's not the way to go at all. Bragging and saying, yo, I got the baddest chick. Nah, bro, they don't matter. And that'll entice them to get your chick, and they will do it. I've been through that.
What got you here is not what is gonna take you to the next level. What got you here is not gonna take you to the next level. How you got her is exactly how you're gonna lose her.
Damn, that's facts.
Ayibinjani? Don't
She
we
finds a new
work
guy
to get her, and then we get her, and then we
Complacent.
pull her.
Complacency.
Because now we don't have to do the work. Sally Balba, we need to create an experience that's gonna make her worthy, so that Namdizobonba, okay, is it gonna be worthy by my sense of this life thing? Nalomd.
But you know what I don't get with females is, how do they lose their attraction? Like you hear sometimes ladies be like, we lost that spark. It's not gonna be rosy forever though. You thought it was gonna be honeymoon phase forever. Oh, I just thought of something now that I've been having in me.
Tell me more.
I was thinking about my uncle right now. Like, I remember when I was a kid, like, I was probably 6 years old. Like in school, I was in trouble for talking about how my uncle drinks and bragging about that as a kid. Why was I bragging about that? It's what I saw from my uncle growing up.
And you are what you are mostly exposed to is what you're gonna end up idolizing.
It's what you eventually do as time goes, which is crazy.
So if Tina to like songs as we grow up, asinayo a positive impact on the younger generation, the younger kids than us. I do understand that chaos is in the mass, but that shouldn't take away from
the people that's inside are very important. Like the mass, the mass can happen, but the people that really influence you is the people that raised you. How they raised you, they're raising styles. There's raising styles. If you're abusive to the kid, and then when the kid grow up, then they start beating other kids and be a bully. That's how it go.
Yeah, because it's what they see.
Yeah.
And they also view that as something.
Show love. Sometimes I think that's love though. Like you see when some kids like young, born a time better mama eating the mother all the time, yet when they see them again, when they see them together, they alright. They kiss each other like hi. And the kid's like, what the hell's happening? Confused as fuck. But as time goes, he's gonna think, that shit normal. When he's in the relationship, he's gonna beat his new wife.
Use culture,
it's just a recurring action.
That's messed up of it. That's really messed up.
Very messed.
It's happening right in front of us. When the adult constantly wants to be intoxicated, who's gonna teach the kid? Because we are also kids, not even as songs. That we still need our mother's love.
No lies. That thing never dies even if you're 50 years old. I be seeing like this other old guys like, I'm gonna go see my mom now. That nigga like 50. I'm like, whoa. This nigga's excited as hell. Like, yo, like that nigga lives on his own now. He has a wife. But he was like, shit. I hit this. He was like, nah, when I see my mom, bro, she knows me from day one. That's the person that was
mother's
there.
Love, it's amazing. We're not trying to say but a father's love is not also important, but the mom too. And if we protect that mom, that's why I want to protect my woman and my daughter with everything that I have for me to understand that how I am also affects how they also see men.
Yeah.
So I don't want to lie, I didn't grow up with a lot of good male figures to look at. And when I songs, you can even get to a point where you think but xa uzoveske uzibhoxe in ucimba le uyifumanayo up. Let me say I give kudos to things that were guiding me even throughout high school on my final year when I decided that I'm gonna leave home. No one was contributing towards my education. It feels like I'm a burden to abantu. Let me go to people that are gonna open up to me. Then I told my story, and then other people opened up their home for me. Came back and passed because of those decisions that I made at that time. But if I sat here and were like, why are these people not investing in me? Like and instill something new in you is that no one owes you anything. Bafetu are supposed to help you. If they are not helping you, then that's your answer right there. Help yourself, man. That's your answer right there. Because now uzaba a sense of self-respect. Okay, you don't want to build with me. It's like that chick you love, but are you gonna constantly invest in the relationship because you are in hope that whatever I do, I hope she stays? Why do we have to chain people down when I songs? That's the other thing that's creating entitlement in our young people. It's because we are told we are special, but we have nothing special to offer. We are being lied because we are celebrities. We look at accolades of destruction and call it accolades as if that's life. And we normalize it and then we feed it to the youth and say, this is, if you don't abide by this, then you don't fall part of the hierarchy. Who does he think he is? I think I'm me.
Yeah.
That's who I think I am.
Yo, that saying though, who does he think he is? That's so degrading. Like, what do you mean? Who do you think I am? I'm me.
Who appointed you to do that? I appointed myself. If I am that's the shit I was telling Bushe the other day. But Tati, why are you always cleaning this yard? Someone has to do it. Yeah, but someone has to do it. I don't have to be bribed. I don't have, because I'm thinking I'm gonna have a home of my own. I can't enter that home thinking, but hey, I need all of a sudden now. I need to have people clean my, do my washing, do my this. But I had an opportunity.
Those are the fundamentals.
Yabo, that humbleness, kuzikhumbuza, okay, I come from the gutter.
Yeah.
Come from the dirt. I come from a place where I didn't even know where my next meal came. But that didn't stop me. When I'm doing those videos, I don't write my pain on my face. Don't show the world what you're going through. Because they're waiting for an inlet to say, oh, okay, yeah, okay, he's down, okay, let's get him even further down. They poaching you. Bakufuna at your weakest, because empires are always invaded at their weakest. I high and low. I saw that fit when I lost one of the relationships that has been a trademark. I wouldn't have stepped into this responsibility if it wasn't for that. But on my way down, the same people, same people, now their opinions are coming. Okay, I'm taking records. You are telling me who you are. Yabo? That's what I want you to take from me, Sungs. People are telling you every day who they are. Where now, are you listening to the content or are you listening? But who is this coming from? What type of person? Yeah, well, when you're analytic like I am, you question everything. But not to affect that Goku Ian Freezer from even making action.
Yeah. Sometimes you'll be questioning like too many things and we end up being frozen. That's true.
Flight
or
fight or freeze.
Freeze. Not doing anything.
Fight, flight, freeze. Choose yipi? Because we're living amongst criminals. Convicted criminals. They are our friends.
Yo, that's true. Murderers on your homes.
Yeah? Are you gonna take these people to the top?
Nah.
Huh?
Like sometimes you be chilling.
These bodies. Look at YSL. Look. Yeah? What are the foundations of any organizations that you are gonna build?
Are you gonna promote murder?
No, it's not about promoting murder. First of all, what value system are you instilling, Pa? Remember, you told me that someone wanted to get you into scamming.
Yeah.
And you were so infatuated by it, you thought, this is my way out.
I thought I was gonna be rich.
Yeah, man, you're already planning.
I was gonna
Planning the potholes of the legit life. Like, you're not gonna sell out to anything. You see everyone selling drugs around you, doing all kind of shit around you. Like, no, I don't want to be part of this. Okay. Next thing, every now and then, they're exposed to okay, this is how they run things.
I told my other friend this. We used to chill at this other spot where this guy sells drugs all the time. And I told him, nah, it's my last day chilling here. I'm not gonna chill somewhere where a guy sells drugs every day. Bad drugs killing our people. And he thought it was a joke. He was like, nah man, songs man, nah man. So royal away. Like, what, are you crazy? That's real shit. I'm talking real shit here. You so messed up when you don't even think you desensitized towards that thing. Just crazy. Don't be desensitized towards it. See if there's something wrong. So much things have happened in our life. You think, man, you know, it's a part of the gang. Like people getting raped, murder, going away to our own people. Man, it's so dumb when you talk about it this way. It sounds stupid, but it's what's happening. Yeah. But yay.
We still have a long way to go in as long as Feuds. Besides, if you do a lot of things that is wrong with us, fundamentally, mentally, as correct, we basically need to look to the Lord for just to get answers.
Yo, now because it feels like the world's ending. The things is happening, like every bad thing is happening at a rapid pace.
Fair too. It feels like it's devastated to see as the world is improving.
Yeah.
Humanity
Humanity's at the all-time low.
While we're busy making noise, ngapha abanye abantu bayabuilda. Yeba, enhancing, furthering, yabo. Means zabo zokucinga. Thina, while we're busy accepting poverty, abanye abantu are saying no and finding means ophuma kuyo. But Nafeto, I want to work it first of all from the roots. Start with the family, man.
Yeah, that's very important.
Yeah, bro. Family. But first of all, I need to work on me, Feuds. I need to govern me, man. I can't govern others if I can't govern myself. That's why I need super preoccupied on how good you're gonna look when you get that girl, that car, and all that. Because you can't put a price on that. Validation. Especially when it's coming from the wrong places. Then you get that rollie and then they don't give you that acknowledgement. You see, you feel crushed.
And then you're like, man. No way.
So la rollie to someone else, that doesn't mean anything.
Possessions. Valuing someone of possessions.
Because I'm gonna ask you, who have you helped with your position of privilege? Who have you taken out of poverty? Just a person.
Nobody about that, though.
They won't.
Nobody. Nah. Nobody.
How come? How come?
They flex about being good on their own.
Look at people now who value zonke izinto. Why are you glorifying putting someone else's name on you? Why not grow you? Kanye uyenze out yami because ukhulisa uNike mos andithi
branding
exactly ayibona la iyakubonisa lana ba mos wena you don't respect and value your own. Your values are exported mos andithi values system yakho yase America wena ayibona futhi globalization and the impact it has had on the world. Asikwazi jonga one side ifethu. But we are always on the side of the bad card.
You want to buy them Jordans. So you want to buy Jordans. You pay all that money. You broke. That nigga Jordan living in a mansion. You don't even know your ass. While your homie has a clothing line coming up. You say promote it. You tell him, I'll
beg you.
I'll promote it. You don't do that shit. You post other shit. While your homies see that you're not promoting, I've seen that a lot happening. I'm like, damn, these niggas is fake. It's real out here. Niggas will show you flames without telling you nothing.
Songs.
Without telling you.
Stay God. Stay God. I always tell you, stay God if it. So when you expect a close to sneakers in songs. Wasn't doing his clown man. I wake up I wake and don't. Songs is comfortable in that.
And then they be putting value on what you wear, man. People be putting value on what you wear. Like if you don't have the latest shoes, you are nobody, bro. Yo, there's real life here, like real life shit where people are struggling. Then you also struggling, but you gonna cop that expensive shoe, maybe 2. Then you broke as hell. Then after that, but you still gonna get that validation from the people. Like, oh shit, you got new shoes, bro? Yeah, man, I got new shoes. And then after that, days later, the fame's over. And then what? You broke now.
Joined us. You're part of us.
Yo, that shit is crazy, yo. Indoctrination, mind games. Somebody can convince you to do something you don't even want to do just because of his convincing game. Nah, man, let's do it. Man, man, you're gonna be alright. Let's hit that coke, man. Just one. Nah, it's not gonna do shit to you.
Thank you.
Just one line. Just one line of that coke. Nah, ain't gonna do shit to you. Yo, years later, you are fucking addict. You know, my mother, this other day, she told me, she was like, there was this other kid, man. Like, he used to go to Rondebosch Boys. Her mother used to be a cater, I think. She used to travel around the world representing them and all that. And then there was this one time, I feel like he was in high school. She said that they gave him this drug, bro. After that nigga never changed. After when he was in matric, that nigga had like failed. He failed all his subjects. He didn't study the whole year, busy on that drug shit while her mother was overseas. Left him the crib. He has a crib to himself. He was on that party life only because he was coked up. Just crazy to me. Like, that guy was so privileged. Why didn't you take advantage of your privilege, man? Sometimes I be like, damn you, man. Damn you for being a drug addict, bro. Damn you, dog. Why? Sometimes. You never grew up in the hood once. You a black person that lived like black as grand. Come on, man. And you ended up being a drug addict that stays outside. That lives outside now, like it's that deep.
His choices, bro.
Yo.
His choices. He made a choice. Now he must.
He made his bed, now he must lie on the bed. But it's sad though, but it's his choice at the end of the day.
All that lessons, bro.
That's a big lesson. I was like, damn, yo, I'm like, whoa. Yo. Damn, imagine even that, like, you have a place of your own, like, where's right? Why don't you invite, like, people that will make you grow and stuff?
That's a whole different responsibility on its own. And
no, but okay, it's a mental game. It's a mental game.
And that you must also
understand
is Sungs, the privilege that you think these people have. When you think it's love because awunikwa okanye zango when are in possession of your.
Yo, the T. But for real though, like this guy, it just goes to show that don't compare your life to anybody, man. You don't know what that guy was going through. Maybe his pops wasn't there, because all my mother was talking about was her mother, which means, okay, I'm not hearing stories about the pops. Where the pops at?
And even the mother, even though she's providing zonke ezazinto fethu, she kaloku the other thing when andiyanoba mandibeke njani songs the way, but it has to deal with the fact that ufumana into, there's also the responsibility that you have to deal with it. Remember a temptation there, because when you are looking at it because awukhokho zahlangu, so ubanala weba, if I was in those shoes, I would have done something different. Ulibale bana, there are other aspects ongazaziyo about that situation, so it could be quite easy for you to see that kind of way. But ziziphumo ezinjeyana fethu,
it's all lessons.
Yabona ziziphumo eziyana to show ba, don't because think that if you have a rich mom that can do zonke ezazinto. What about
if you can have a parent that can teach you about personal responsible and all that, so that as when they're leaving you on your own, I was fucking in a position where uzosebenzisa wealth to distract yourself, because there's nothing wrong with wealth. It's what you do with the wealth that matters.
Yes, some people can't deal with it.
Yayibona la way fethu, because mhlambi kukhona ezinye izinto abalekha kuzo songs. So when ungacima mhlambi maybe having that mom who's going to provide yonke into oyifunayo at your disposal, ucima iyakunceda laa nto. Because I'm thinking about things that my mom was alerting me, that humbled me, because I had to understand, but she's not in a position where she can provide that for me. Because there are things that yena angakwaziyo unixelela zona as a parent. It's the same position that your mom is in, Feuds. Ungayazi kubana what extent that she go through ukuthi akufumanele zonke izinto ozifunayo. Yayibona we, you don't learn to appreciate ngolaa hlobo.
And they don't tell you a lot of things.
Akacinga kuxelele.
Because you're their child.
Now what happens now, it becomes a norm ngoku. Ingathi ngoku i-wants ngoku kunyanzelekile uba makakufunele zona. Kanti when your mom wants to install mhlambe a reward system in you to say mntanam, if I have money, I will give you pocket money if you do your chores, if you do this, do your homework. Yayibona laa nto, ngumzali lo is instilling something in you so that azoyazi kubana there is progress, there is a payment for ukusebenza. It's not that uyakuthenga. So that as you grow now, you just upgrade as you know, understand uba iyadi esendlini funeka ikliniwe, imoto esendlini funeka eat. You have to take care of the house. Ukufundisa ntoni laa nto? And then at 18 years athi mamela, I'm kicking you out now. Yayibona we, akubona ba ucomfortable athi mamela hamba kaloku ngoku. Yabo? So when as the child who understands yabo ba yeah umzali wami ufuna ndiflourish. In some other times umzali wakhe akazukuchazela all those years a contribute ngayo, but songs, I hope you're paying attention. I hope ikhona lento oyenzayo out of yonke lento. I'm going back to lando expectations buke wanixelela yona. Yayibona la way G? Because now you fail ubona even the things that bakuteacha zona so that you can sustain yourself. Because bona bafuna security ize kuwe, they want to see you reaping the benefits of umsebenzi wabo, not you reaping imali. Sucimba bafuna kube imali, PlayStation, intoni. No, lando doesn't make them a good mother. In fact, uyakumosha xa ikwenza laa nto, especially in a situation where uyayazi ba that funds could be allocated to something that could develop wena, that could place a future in you. Because thina sikhule emakhayeni where financial literacy is not mentioned. Ngoku we have friends that are doing forex nentoni, we can learn from them. Yabo? Ngoku sinamaxesha where Wi-Fi ibe khona Feuds. How about we convince our mom, fuck i-Wi-Fi already. Dukubonisa internet, teach them how to use a computer. What you know. Eyibona, literacize. Wonke umuntu ngento yaziyo.
Also teach, you can teach the old people the new things. They still can learn too. They be thinking that they don't need to. You all still need to learn.
Jonga nika umuntu omdala ngoku i-smartphone Feuds. Hayi mntanam andifuni loo nto mna, ndifuna nje ecofayo. Kubekho naba who are savvy as well. Yes, but kuko WhatsApp, kuko intoni, ufota, ku-attacha. It's different levels. Kake ngoku when you know more, ufuna ukuze understand, okay, I need to uba mandizihlise umgangatho. Okay, mna ndiyazazi vowels, lo mntu akamazi u-A. Let me first start making sure ukuba ndimfundisa u-A. Qha ndimqale apho u-A uba wenziwa njani.
Like a kid like A, E, I, O, U. That's
Yeah.
teaching Chris.
Yeah. You know the full vowel.
Damn.
First start with teaching the person the first vowel.
But those type of teachers are underrated though. Those ones that have 3, 4-year-olds, 2-year-olds. That's a big job. Cause
I feel to being a parent is a big job. Nangoku umzali wakho is a big job ngoku. There are worries anazo ngawe at your age. You, mntanam, what if they don't make it? What if he doesn't reap the rewards, or she doesn't reap the rewards of abo ezinto? Ingabe uyayibona yonke lento inhle ndimenzela yona. Uyayazi battles endimlwela zona. Because abantu abakuthandayo Feuds, there are battles abakulwela zona ungazaziyo wena. They talk shit about you. Like, hey. Not ngosuku, not ndikhona nganye. I know him. Yebo? People that will go to your defense. These plastic friends ozifumanayo ngoku. These fuckers Feuds bancanca anything personal yakho. ayive ingaphelelanga ayifakala nento zakhe.
And then people come to you just to know what you up to, what you own. What? Why asking me what I'm on? Why do you want to know that? There are people like that.
They want to ruin your shit, that's why.
They're not even gonna encourage you when you tell them what you own. Like, I'm a week. What the hell, nigga? You didn't know about this 5 minutes ago. Now you're telling me shit.
Say I backly we I not.
I'm work here. So yeah, can I so see yeah, come on the inside of it. I weak now, man.
And songs we
I
allow
gotta be
people
fit.
to project
And
their
then
own
Joe.
fears onto us.
And then we take it in like, damn man, I should stop doing this shit. That nigga was then you be thinking on your own because you're gonna chill on your own. Then you're gonna contemplate like, damn, is this nigga, what is he speaking the truth or what? And you don't even know, and then you stop. That always happens to people. That's how people's dreams get crashed because of other people that are close to you. You don't know except somebody that's a stranger who fuck with your shit.
Plenty of people, yabo. Who do you think they are, and so on and so on. You know what where that's coming from? They would love to be part of it. They love to be part of it.
Yeah, they
Fair to low key, yeah, but supporters, top supporters, deactivating of your hate on, because now they're gonna have something to hate on. Yeah. I hope Sungula Sitetyana of seeing that person Feuds that you look down so much on, and you know, but you could have been with them, but because you chose not to, now you are still stuck where you are. Uyangotshona even further and further, and now we ask by every day it's either uyazigupha okanye you further entrench yourself. So songs, this is another reminder again that your biggest supporters are not the people you know. Even this jonge analytics, analytics, every social media site, okay, now you can see who's viewing your post, how many comments, and yonke land. You can literally track into zakho. Kwapha usebenzisa metrics where do I need to improve. Even unless before August, we dedicate a weekend where simamela le is iphambili. Sijonga ba into lesiyenze right up, let's not improve kuyo so that the next things penetrate kuyo, because we get better and better and better and better with each and every try. But more and more conversations like these need to be ignited, because we have people that shrink us and we have those that expand us. But sudimilate yakho. Mabamazi ngubani BLUUD, mabamazi ngubani songs, mabamazi any person that they want to know. They must know about this is what you get. Tati, this is what you're gonna get. This is what ibona la wechi, so that now you understand. But now, man, I wouldn't like this to be done to me. You see how we talking to one another, we're civilized.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to talk over you. You're not trying to talk over me. Yeah, we're building something up. So siyafundisana how to treat one another.
Yes.
Kanti if suka wena, suka now uzothi awusuthatha le tone yam.
Yeah, you're gonna pick up on that. Now it's gonna be a whole new thing.
Now we could have done singing down the rabbit hole, sitete about all the irrelevant shit. Yo,
that's always the conversation.
Other than me saying songs, wenza ntoni ngokuthi yabo social media andiboni nix idibene newe yakho, thenga maxima nansi crowd base yakho Feuds, because now ngoku even nabantu Feuds that were in my primary school life baya-resonate nje bagcinile pha, and kukho abantu endibasusayo nam ngoku. No, delete yonke into engathi I contribute anything. It's not that ndifuna abantu bazoba yabo in resonance neyam into, cha less is more Feuds.
Yeah,
Less is more. Yabona abantu abawucinga uba you need connections pha, you don't need that shit. You are your plug. Dim plug. So when I get that music for me. So when you see, yo, Tati, umculo ngako uzawuthini? It's my shit. I get that shit for me. It's fun. I love collecting. I love what I'm doing. And you're never gonna excel if you don't love it, fit. You need so long man ukhunjuza ba excel. You see the shit. Fucking depressed piece of shit. Who also did what? Fumbled his privilege. I've been telling you a lot. Stop feeling sorry for abantu fethu kangabanincinga ngobe kumnandi. Because if akacinga ngafamily yakhe wena njengomuntu you regard as your friend, nithi ngokuthi ifriend yakho bananto now uzoprojecta la misery yakhe onto others. Go kya when they were riding high and low andithi wena ubupha ezantsi. How the mighty have fallen. So on your way to the top, be careful. Bullshit can get you to the top, but it won't keep you there. Be nice to everyone when songs on your way up. Siza wonke umuntu, because later 59. Every time I help her, she rewards me, and I know it's coming from the bottom of her heart.
Yeah.
I'm not fixated on the price and the fact that she has identified me as a person to help her. I need to do my part.
And help her.
How about we start doing our part, Songs? You do your part when you put yourself there, when you're on that social media. Anything or you beg. My friend told me that, my best friend, Lubabalo chat, everything in profile yakho there. Black yakho athi success yakho hleli kula majita. Kuke rappers apha thi kukondon producer gele. Get to know them, T. Get to know them, because when your shit pops ngaba bazabazi messengers zakho. While you helping them, they helping you too. So that now ungazucinga twice out at you need anything, I'll go out of my way to help him. Yeah, but that's the nature and we build a field. And you have to understand, but family is not just blood, G.
Yeah.
Family is not just blood, fit. I've sat with people, fit, who were eating and didn't eat with me. But I didn't blame them, fit. I blamed myself. Why am I around people about chai and I'm not eating? Then I decided, okay, how about I make others eat?
Yeah.
As well. Yeah, ibona lawe. Success is not entitled to me only. It's for us all. Because when we flourish as a nation, when we grow as a nation, we're igniting hope. Lighting akazalwa izoxa sizalelwa kulo mhlaba izawuva ngawe izawuva ngami izawuva ngo DJ Sbu, every single person who even nangeli xesha hope is being lost. I'm gonna stay on this shit. I'm gonna listen to those podcasts. I'm gonna talk about African civilization. I'm gonna talk about everything that I'm encountering and pass it on. But we should live in a reality where our greatness is also promoted. Black people are also succeeding in the world, but not in the way of the West. Utheni impumelelo funeka ube une watches, great cars and all that. Why can't it be impumelelo being your family being intact? No longer you're living under a roof. We need to make it a norm ukuthi every family has a family business. A specialize and a need in the community. We cannot just be producing abantu abazoya esikolweni just to be graduates okokoko songs. Not everyone is meant to go through la system songs. Not everyone uzasigqiba isikolo songs. But baba wileyo, how about sibafunele into that is gonna help them nabo. Now they have a place to contribute. But one thing I've admired about our people, songs funuba in front of the camera. No one wants to be behind the camera.
Yeah.
They want away songs. Not songs I fumana la opportunity. Because we're not built ngolo hlobo sonke. But when I shine pa front, it's because of wena behind that camera. Who's holding that camera? That's my brother. That's Chad. That's a person that is in my life that cares about me. Why not build nabantu for you to want to build with you? You see how I'm changing the switch now?
Yeah.
Now we're moving from complaining about why they don't want to build with you to building with those who want to build with you. Because I want to build with you if you want to build with me. If you don't, then it's fine. I'll build with whoever wants to build with me. So I'm trying to reverse program you. And it's still a new program. To say, kukhona nomnceda ngoku. There's someone you know ngoku. And already namdi identified. Sister ka-80. I want to have her on the podcast for August. I could slip her in as one of those people. Yeah. Look at what V is doing on the internet, Feuds. Look at your Richka V.
She's popping on the internet.
You think if as nomncanco V by a V, get me on your live. That's what I want to do. Get me on your social. Yabo, untege phana G. Dizofika tu amanye amehlo. Tag me there. Bazobringa ukusenga ubani lo. My greater omnye umuntu ngapha. I help V, V helps me. I can't envy that she's popping. I can't.
Yeah.
I'll be like, shit, I need to use that to your advantage. You want your Mars?
You know, personally, that's the crazy thing. There's so much stuff happening. Like, people are on shit, but it's like, it's crazy. We don't utilize none of that. We don't want to try to build each other, man. You know somebody's doing something, but you're like, okay, let me just stay over there.
No, we only want to participate when it's popular too. There are people who are going to support you when others are.
Yeah.
Right now, who are you? Ngban?
Facts.
Yeah, you wanna when a song. So see value in you, build you. You are built as bad. You are building on what you don't want. Tata. Sebenzis. And I look at some people and I'm mindful that I'm not gonna be that person. I can only be me. So I understand why you are this way. It's because I have paid attention to the things that drive you. Talk to a 20-year-old now, and they will tell you how depressed they are. They'll tell you about zonke expectations. But on TikTok, I'm not popping. I feel like I want to quit at work. But you only started at work 4 months, and you feel like you're not creating any impact. See, we have instant
gratification.
Instant. Ogogog.
That's the thing that brings us down to instant gratification.
But where that shit gonna take us? Nowhere.
You're gonna have 15 minutes of fame if you get that instant gratification. Anyway.
Every moment as a microwave moment. Yes, but if I don't pounce on this, then I can be lost. Otherwise, if you give me airplay, my mind is not even on that. My mind is, with the time that I have, I'll maximize. Whoever resonates will. But I don't have to beg where I don't benefit. I'm gonna build my own. Yeah, well, come to the table. Like, yeah. You're gonna listen to me now, ne? Because Ndoni, I have my arsenal. What are you building when in your arsenal? Faka Ndoni pa. Because when I read, when I meditate, when I reflect, I know these things, they reinforce what I want. They enable me to perform at my best sufficiency. Find the tools, things that work for you, that center you, that remind you that this life can be lost at any moment. You could be gone now.
Damn, that's too.
Sialibalba, we are all mortals. One day you're gonna die. Yeah.
Damn.
Have you considered, there will be a day where where you will be no more, G. Ngabikho at all. But my question is, what you gonna leave behind? We never consider loo nto ukuba yintoni esishiye emva, because our works they will live. If Sungs was the player, they will know, Sungs, the mischievous one. Sungs delivering knowledge, the knowledge deliverer. You are known for what you do. And it nam dibizwa iketho. Because I'm always on that shit. Iketha. Oh, iyawanguwe. Yeah, when dim and then this weird.
Just pat on their face, basically.
And yeah, they come every now and then thinking they're disturbing me, but that's me. That's opportunity for Nabaman phone. Okay, how to handle them. Banja. I'm like water. Bruce Lee said that, be like water, my friend. When you pour water into the cup, it becomes the cup. Which means adapt to every situation you've been put in. Flow. Make them think you're losing when you're winning. Dry. It does it. Deception. I said to Chad, as men, the men that I have in my life, we must, as young men, specifically Sitibane, and read Sun Tzu's Art of War. That's a book for strategy, for life, for business, for everything. Because life is all about strategies. So the black man needs to go back to the basics and inflict that fight within him and apakamise the inner soldier, the inner general, the inner greatness in them. And it's his responsibility for him to do. And but no one is going to show me how to do it except me.
You know, Tati, I listened to an audiobook. It's Outwitting the Devil. I listened to that audiobook.
That's Napoleon Hill.
Napoleon Hill's Outwitting the Devil. It's crazy. It's crazy. That guy, he talks about how, yes, I like he's a specialist at this type of thing. Like he's the devil. There's the devil talking, and then there's Napoleon, the person that's interviewing him. It's like he takes advantage of people that doubt themselves, people that always think negatively. That's how I achieve him. So there is like, it's like that for real. It's like he's that other voice, the other voice that you have in I have like that two voices, the good side and the bad side. So he's like
and the devil.
Yeah, he's like that voice that keeps on. I be having these thoughts, Mutmana, and I benefits of them. What the fuck?
Yeah, fair too. There are situations where you cannot chant the good side of you. You need to chant the dark side. Carl Jung talks about the shadow. I haven't gone deeper into Carl Jung's work, but I'm a huge fan of Dr. Jordan B. Peterson.
Okay.
Psychologist, a Canadian psychologist. Such amazing work, Feuds. So when you get to YouTube, Jordan B. Peterson. Yes,
sure.
Clinical psychologist, a lecturer. Listen to his lectures. You will resonate a lot with him, because I did, Feuds. Especially like in facing the dark side and asking yourself the question, like as men, the things that we refuse to face about ourselves. And there's many more. Feuds, you have to learn ukuthi in your life there are different means ukuthi mawufunde. There are those people who are going to be subtle. Bazabakhona who seem like they're hard. Bazabakhona who seem cool. Yabo? So as a person, I've learned ukuthi there are different forms ukuthi manfunde. Some states will require me kubekho lo ushawutayo. In some states kuzobakho lo ufuna ube cool. Yabo? Accommodate that, and that goes in alignment with you knowing, so that ungazuzunika a wrong form of learning. Kodwa istate okusa ukhange uqala usobserve. This is where the meditation comes in, the working out comes in. Because ndiyayazi ba where I can maximize. I know where I can't maximize. And I have to understand, not every day iyafana nenye. It's different. It's applications, it's things. But the one thing I must understand is that it's through the doing that I see my own strength. I'm not saying there's something wrong with you planning, with you thinking and all that, but the doing. How are you going to see by you succeed at it? The doing.
Action.
Yeah, you want to learn.
Like when they shoot for videos and stuff, action. There's always that word, action. Because you're doing it.
We're in action now, yes.
Yeah.
We are contributing to time as we are sitting here. We are contributing to time, Jemisihlile up.
Providing value.
Yeah, one of it. Just think about that. Think about how can I provide value. So I've had people even in my company who I thought, I wouldn't say more superior, I thought they were more knowledgeable than me. And then I saw them for who they were. Yes, it's hard, yes. You get disappointed now, but Bani, I didn't expect this out of them.
Yo.
But I have to be quick ukuthi the extract the best possible truth out of it. Feelings I'm in cloud. It's like me being in groups that my girl doesn't love me anymore. So
yeah, that's hard to accept.
Thank you very much for joining us for yet another amazing and impactful episode. All the love and appreciation goes out to everyone who continues being a supporter of our podcast. And until next time,